Hey, what's up? This is Corey Lowery of iEmpire, and you're watching RockRevolt Television.
I'm Dave Barron here in West Hollywood at the Whisky for the Battlefield of the Mind documentary premiere.
They come 3 times faster to arrest a guy that they want to waterboard in a prison than they do to come get a guy who signed his name on a contract and said, I'll stand on this ground tonight so you don't have to. Why don't we count, dude? Why don't we?
For us, music's about 3 things. Music is about love. Music is about respect. And most importantly, especially on days like today, music is about support. Can you feel me, LA?
iEmpire lead singer Donald Carpenter summed it up perfectly to an intimate audience at the world-famous Whisky A Go Go in Los Angeles, April 24th, as filmmaker Fran Strine invited all his music industry friends for the Hollywood sneak peek screening.
I think in life you want to support your friends in everyday things that they do. When, you know, somebody like this really steps up to, you know, rather than talk the talk, they, you know, really walk the walk and raise awareness. It was a no-brainer to become a part of.
Many of the bands and artists who participated in the soundtrack for Battlefield of the Mind gathered to raise awareness and promote patriotism for our U.S. veterans of war. It was an all-star ensemble cast with names like Dave Ellefson from Megadeth, Sal G from Stain, Pete Murray and Neil Godfrey from Low Pro, and Troy McLawhorn from Evanescence. They rocked an unforgettable performance of No Words from the film's soundtrack. The film has received praise nationwide and is building momentum, opening eyes and ears to a growing issue here in the States. An excerpt trailer of Battlefield was played for the audience prior to the live music getting started. For some, it was the first time they had seen the film and witnessed the ongoing struggle for veterans who return home suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, a medical term used to describe a myriad of psychological and even physical symptoms that manifest after experiencing extreme trauma. In this case, the brutality of war.
Our singer's from the military. I was raised in Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and the military's always held a close spot to our heart, and said absolutely. You know, he sent me the film, and it's powerful.
Did you come to have a good time?
Carpenter, who served in the U.S. Army from 1997 to 2000, never went to war or overseas, but was trained for those type of situations.
It gives you the ability to kind of put yourself in their shoes, and you know, whenever we meet these guys and we talk to these guys, you know, the stories are very clear. You know, it's something that, you know, it's like it was yesterday, and you really start to realize that, you know, not everybody carries their scars on the outside, you know, but everybody comes back wounded to a certain extent.
For Strine, who recently moved to San Francisco, it was a daily event of seeing homeless person after homeless person that prompted him to take the time to discover who these people really are.
After stepping over all these veterans, I kind of was just like, man, what is this all about? So I engaged in conversation with them, which is what a lot of people don't do, to hear their stories, and come to find out a lot of these guys are the returning Afghan, Iraqi veterans, and they're homeless because they're slipping through the cracks due to their PTSD, not getting the proper treatment at the VA. So they come home, they lose their jobs, lose their family support system, and ultimately wind up homeless.
For 5 months, Fran Strine went on the road with his cameras into the homes of American military families and discovered his passion project.
The biggest thing is just spreading knowledge. You know, a lot of people hear the word PTSD and they just generalize it. Well, every person's different, it affects every person different, so, you know, it's a broad scope. It's not just a stigmatized thing. You know, each person's different, they deal with it differently.
By enlisting his friends from the music business to assist in making the film, Strine achieved what he called the most emotionally draining project he has ever worked on. For Dave Ellefson, who was the voice of the film and played on the soundtrack, it was the message that got him hooked.
The music's kind of the fun part, but obviously the serious part of it is the content of the film. I'm just thrilled that the people that participated in the film and that are doing so much on the backside of the wars now to help all of these veterans. I'm thrilled that they get their moment in the spotlight tonight.
The Boot Campaign, a 501c national nonprofit organization, was one of the executive producers of the film, and Larry Murray, executive director for the Boot Campaign, received an award from the City of LA for assisting veterans with past fundraising events.
And on behalf of the City of LA, in appreciation for what you do, Boot Campaign, thank you so much.
We were really aware of what Fran Strine was doing with Battlefield of the Mind early on, and we decided that we wanted to be involved in it. One of our 3 mission points is to cultivate awareness, promote patriotism, and provide assistance. And Fran was doing a really great job of cultivating awareness. We are just so ecstatic about what Fran did, how he stepped up and had the courage to talk about the problem at hand.
McLawhorn, like many who donated music for the soundtrack, summed up why he and others did the project.
It takes a lot of passion to make a movie about something that, you know, it's not going to be a huge blockbuster hit. You're not going to make a lot of money off of it. And everyone that's involved with it, myself and all the people that donated music for the soundtrack, I mean, the only reason we did it is because it's something that we genuinely feel passionate about.
The film runs 93 minutes and is a must-see for anyone wanting to understand what issues are at hand for our veterans. It was co-produced by Strine and Aaron Lewis of Stained. Stained guitarist Mike Mushak produced the score and soundtrack. Battlefield of the Mind and soundtrack are available online for DVDs and downloads at chill.com. I'm Dave Barron for Rock Revolt TV.